Hello friends, welcome back. So in this tutorial we will learn about how to set up the TestNG framework to use with Selenium Webdriver in Eclipse. So we'll start from step 1. So I have this earlier created project for Selenium Webdriver which I used to show how to set up the Selenium Webdriver. So that video is already there on the channel. So now to configure the TestNG we need to go help and then install new software because it is a new software. Now we need to find out the path where basically the TestNG jars are available. So to do that, let's do one thing. Let's search for TestNG in Google. So it will give us the website for TestNG, that is testng.org, where it will have all the documentations. Okay. Now, or let me do one thing. Let me directly search for TestNG download. Okay, so now it will take me to directly to the download page. Okay, so here if you see on the download page, um, to configure the TestNG, there are you can configure it using the Maven project itself with adding this dependency. Uh, and but I wanted to configure the TestNG in Eclipse itself. So what I'll do, it is also here also mentioned the steps. So how to do configure it? You just need to do select help and install new software. So we already done that in our Eclipse. Let me copy this URL. Okay, and when I go back I just need to put it here and hit enter. Okay, so as soon as you hit enter it will get the package of TestNG. You need to select it, so it will have three packages under it. So let's select the top level package and you need to say next. Okay, so now then this will download all the packages from the server and it will implicitly put in Eclipse itself. So for Eclipse it's very easy to configure TestNG. You don't need to do any extra steps here, but with IntelliJ I guess we need to download the external jars for TestNG and then we need to add those jars in a project structure. So for IntelliJ the process is a little bit different than Eclipse. Eclipse is very easy. So what I'll do, I'll just wait for this download to be get completed, and once it is completed I'll show you the next steps. So after the last page it will give us the next page which will say that review the items to be installed. So it is basically asking once more time whether you want to really want to install these packages. So what I'll do, I'll just click on next. Now it will we need to accept the license review. So I just click on I accept the terms of the license agreement, so that I will comply on the terms and conditions of the TestNG. Then just need to click on finish. So this will then install the TestNG on the system. So the earlier background installation might give you the warning that installing an assigned software for which the authenticity or validity cannot be established. So you need to click on continue with installation, install anyway, and then the installation will continue. So if you observe this installation is complete now. Now I need to restart the Eclipse. So what I'll do, I'll click on restart now. So this will restart the Eclipse. Yeah, so it is restarting my Eclipse now. So I'll just wait for the Eclipse to come up. Now let's see whether the TestNG is actually installed or not. So there are different ways to verify whether the TestNG is installed in Eclipse or not. So one of the ways you can do, like you can go window show view, and in other in the folder of Java you will find the TestNG there. So that means the TestNG is there in Eclipse now. Another way will be what you can do. You can do one more thing, I guess. Window and in preferences, yeah, you will find these things like TestNG Maven. So this Maven is inbuilt for TestNG actually. and then run debug arguments you can specify. So that shows that our TestNG installation is successful in Eclipse. Now let's see how to convert this earlier first Selenium demo as a TestNG with a TestNG. So what I'll do, I'll just write, let's see, I'll just write the test as annotation. So obviously it will give you an error. So let's see what errors it gives. So it is asking me to add TestNG library. So it's very easy. So I'll click on it and I will add. So if you observe, the TestNG library is added now. Now once the TestNG library is added, now we need to import the package which org TestNG annotation. So this will import the package. Now it is resolved. Now how to run it basically. So let me, I guess with the TestNG we don't need main method as such, because TestNG will be used to run the code. So let me move this line to here, and we don't need a method. Okay. So to run the TestNG, let's see how, whether we can run it. So let me find a way. Okay, run as TestNG test. Okay, we can run it as TestNG test now. So let's see what it gives. So it is detected TestNG version. Okay, yeah, now it is running. So if you observe, now it will do the same, like it will just fetch the browser and it hit the channel URL. So once the test execution completed, it will show us the result, like how many, as it is a default suite, basically there is no suite created, so it is showing default test, and it will show the count of all test runs, how many failures are there, how many skips are there. So this is how it will show the results on the console. It will also create an emailable report. So we need to find out where this report probably have been created. So let me find out, actually, so I just need to get the folder basically where it is. Okay, so it seems to be here. So let me open that folder, and where the report is created basically. Okay, so in the test output folder here you will find the report created for TestNG. So this emailable report is very easy. So if you find, it will show all the what are the tests. It will, like, it's a default suite, that's why it is showing default test, and it will give the count and the skip count, retried count if it is any test is retried, then the failed test count, the time consumed, if you have created any groups, so included group and excluded groups, that also it will show. Then for each test case it will show the result, like if it is passed, then it will show in a green state. If it is failed, it will show in a red state, and in that it will also give you the logs. If it is failed one, so then it will give the exceptions and everything. So as this is a very simple test and is passed, so this is how the report will look like. So we'll see the report with more number of tests in our later video. So this is pretty much easy steps to configure a test engine in Eclipse. So that's it for now. So we will learn more about how to use TestNG with Maven, or how to use different annotations for TestNG. What are the advantages and disadvantages of TestNG in our later videos. So stay tuned. Thank you.